One word: Croatoan. That's all that's left of one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. What happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Over 400 years ago, an entire colony of settlers vanished from the shores of North America, leaving only that word behind. To this day, their disappearance remains a puzzle that historians, archaeologists, and even conspiracy theorists have struggled to unravel. But despite numerous attempts, the answer still eludes us. Hello, great one. Today, we're diving into one of history's most baffling disappearances. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a fresh perspective on one of the oldest mysteries in America, and you'll likely have a few theories of your own to share. In the late 1500s, England was desperately trying to establish a foothold in the New World. The idea was simple: send settlers to the New World, create a permanent colony, and pave the way for a new chapter in history. Sir Walter Raleigh, an English nobleman, was tasked with making this dream a reality. He sponsored the Roanoke expeditions, hoping to bring prosperity to England and claim a piece of the vast lands that lay across the Atlantic. In 1585, Raleigh sent the first group of settlers to the area now known as North Carolina. They set up camp on Roanoke Island, but their efforts were hampered by harsh conditions and attacks from local Native American tribes. The colony was abandoned just a year later. But Raleigh wasn't one to give up easily. He sent another group of settlers in 1587, led by John White, hoping that this time, things would be different. These settlers were determined to stay, and they were well prepared. They had men, women, children, and even livestock. But this colony was different for another reason. It was to be a self-sustaining colony. Their survival depended on making peace with the local tribes and establishing agricultural practices. White had high hopes, but what happened next would change history forever. In the summer of 1587, John White, the colony's governor, left the settlers behind on Roanoke Island to return to England for supplies. This was a routine trip, but it would become a pivotal moment in history. When White returned to the colony 3 years later in 1590, the settlement was abandoned, and there was no sign of the people who had once called it home. There were no bodies, no survivors, no clues to explain their disappearance. But what White did find sent chills down his spine. A single word carved into a tree: Croatoan. The only trace of the settlers' fate was that cryptic message. But who were the Croatoans? The Croatoans were a Native American tribe that lived on an island off the coast of Roanoke Island. This discovery only deepened the mystery. Did the settlers move there? Did they perish in some way we can't explain? And if they did move, why leave Croatoan as a clue? It was the ultimate puzzle. Let us pause for a moment to look at the different theories about what happened to the lost colony. You see, over the centuries, many people have speculated wildly about their fate. Some of the more popular theories include: 1. The Croatoan theory. This is the most widely accepted theory. Many believe that the settlers left Roanoke Island and moved to Croatoan Island, hoping to find safety with the Croatoan tribe. There are reports from later explorers who claim to have seen English-like settlers living with the Croatoans. However, no hard evidence has ever been found to support this. 2. The massacre theory. Some believe that the settlers were killed by hostile Native American tribes. Evidence of violence was found on the island, leading some historians to speculate that the settlers were wiped out in a violent attack. However, there were no bodies or remains, and the settlers' peaceful intentions didn't seem to fit this theory. 3. The starvation theory. Another possibility is that the settlers simply couldn't survive in the harsh conditions. The colony was underprepared for the challenges of the New World. They faced food shortages, diseases, and harsh weather. Some believe that the settlers may have perished due to these conditions, leaving behind nothing but their lost hopes. 4. The integration theory. A more recent theory suggests that the settlers integrated with local tribes, particularly the Croatoans. Some reports from later explorers describe Native Americans with European features, which has led to speculation that the settlers may have intermarried with local tribes. But again, no concrete evidence has been uncovered. Despite the numerous theories, the fate of the lost colony remains one of the greatest mysteries of American history. In recent years, researchers have turned to modern technology in an attempt to uncover new evidence. DNA testing, archaeological digs, and even satellite imagery have all been used to search for answers. In 2017, A team of researchers believe they may have finally found a piece of the puzzle when they discovered an ancient English coin on Hatteras Island, near the Croatoan site. While this doesn't confirm the settlers' survival, it adds weight to the theory that they may have lived among the Croatoans. The mystery isn't over yet, and many believe we are closer than ever to uncovering the truth. So, why does the mystery of Roanoke still captivate us? In a world where technology has seemingly solved so many of our questions, there's something profoundly human about an unsolved mystery. It taps into our natural curiosity and our desire to understand the unknown. For me, it's not just about the settlers. It's about the people who came after them, the explorers, the historians, and yes, even the conspiracy theorists who have dedicated their lives to trying to piece together this puzzle. It's about the thrill of discovering something that was lost to time. And it's about the eerie thought that perhaps, just perhaps, there are still some things that history hasn't told us. Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? Do you believe they moved to Croatoan Island? Or is there another theory that makes more sense to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video if you found the mystery as intriguing as I do. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, make sure to subscribe for more videos exploring the unknowns of our past. Who knows what we'll uncover next? Thank you for watching, and remember, history is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.